Hey everyone, it's UrbanMore88 here. I'm going to show you guys on a quick video how to install a upgraded trigger if you were to go that route. My upgraded trigger of choice is from Geissele Automatics. It's their Super Dynamic Enhance, or the SDE. It comes in two pieces here. Be able to stick them together pretty easy. This is a two-stage trigger I got recently, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it. First thing we want to do is when you take your AR-15 apart, go ahead, or whenever you remove your old trigger, or if you have a new build, be able to remove the old trigger itself. I usually would take down this pin first, and this pin here, and be able to remove the old trigger out. Some things I like to use whenever I do replace triggers is a little hammer, copper fitting on the end, and then a punch rod. And I also will use a roll of tape just to be able to brace the AR-15 up itself on the end, and that way I don't scratch up the table or go far with the new pins. So to get started, I'll take my new trigger. It has the already inside, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, is the old, or excuse me, it's a sort of like a roll pin. It's to keep these two compressed. There's a little spring underneath here in order to keep these two compressed while inserting. And as I'll go ahead and insert the new pin into the new hole, I'll go ahead and drive the pin through, and this silver pin will come out on the other side. It's just a way to keep both of them together. So, get started. Make sure when you are dropping in your new trigger that you get around your safety, so you have to depress it in that way first and then have it rotate back. So just like that. Then you go ahead and from the top, I'm trying to get it in view here for you guys, depress just like that, where you can get the hole lined up. Take your pin, goes in same way, comes out same way. The first little cut here on the pin will go in first. And just tap it in. Oh, excuse me, it slipped out. And once you get started, I'll go ahead and take the roll of tape, place it flat on top of it, and go ahead and just pound it to the rest of the way. Hear the other pin come out. Finish tapping that in. First pin's in. That's simple. Flush on both sides. Then for the second part, it's real easy. What you want to do is this spring here rotates all the way around. But what you want is this top piece here to be into this curve. So as you rotate it all the way back around, you'll notice it has a little bit more tension on it. Now this tension will have to go into the AR like this, and then this main part here will have to get bent backwards, and then the pin goes through. I'll show you a little trick here in a minute once I get started. Makes it a little bit easier in order to get that spring inserted. Usually what I'll do is take this here, make sure you get it underneath your first set, and as you're rotating this back, once you get it setted, you can actually click it into place. you can actually click it into your trigger housing group, and all you have to do is just apply pressure onto the top. Just click it on your trigger housing group, it'll stay put. All you have to do is just put a little bit of pressure on top as you're feeding in your new pin, just like so. Got everything lined up, just give it a little tap to get it going. And usually if I don't want to mar up my gun too much, I'll just use a little pin. Just tap the rest of the way through. And once it gets tapped all the way through, it'll look like so. And always after going doing any installs, I'll do a function check. I'll stick my finger in front of this so it doesn't fire off too hard. And it works. Now this is a Geissele SDE 2-stage trigger. There's a little bit of gap in the first stage. As you can see, a little bit of gap before the actual release. I like 2-stage triggers a little bit better if you're going to go long range. If you're doing short range or competition shoots, I would do a single stage, but this is for a long range AR-15 build that I'm doing. Reach out about 500 yards or so. So that's a simple, easy, down and dirty 2-stage trigger install on my LWR6 M6 IC DI. This is Urban War 88. If you guys like my page, subscribe and get more of these videos out. Thanks for watching, guys.